So welcome to today's session. Today we have Anish with us, or he's one of fellow digital marketers. I met him through a digital marketing group. But on the weekend side, he does a lot of long rides, BRM events. So group में आपने जो photo देखा होगा, it's like his 600 kilometer finisher one. And
Yeah.
today we have him here to discuss about how to get started in cycling, or there are many questions that you guys have asked me in the past when we do one-to-one or in the group also. So today we'll try to answer most of them. And yeah, yep. Anish, could you introduce yourself for the group?
Hi, Kishore. Hello, everyone. My name is Anish, and I am a digital marketer, social media manager by profession. And I also do cycling. Started cycling in 2018. And the reason for starting cycling was because my gym membership got over and I didn't want to renew it. So, just as a
Yeah,
fitness, I started cycling. And yeah, I want to inspire people to take up the cycling sport. So I create videos also around it on YouTube. Although I haven't posted since few months, want to start posting also. So yeah,
yeah,
that's about me in brief.
yeah, yeah. What I like about your content is you have created this category of BRM. Voila. Like
Ah,
nobody does vlogging while BRM participation.
yes, yes. Yeah, because
Mm,
I had not thought that I want to do only BRM related vlogs, but the reason I got into long distance cycling was I'll tell you a story. In 2018, when I started cycling, there was a cyclathon from IIT Bombay. I stay in Mumbai. So in IIT
yeah,
Bombay, they had called a chief guest called Dr. Srinivas Gokulnath. So he is India's first athlete cyclist who has completed the toughest ultra cycling race in the world, which is Race Across America, also called as RAM. So this is a 5,000-kilometer race from one
yeah,
coast of USA to the other. We have to
yeah,
complete in 12 days. So he had come as a chief guest and he was sharing about his story. So it was very inspiring for me to listen to his story. So then I thought ki I should also try this. And in that event, I met a few people who do a little bit of cycling, 50, 60 kilometers. That's how I joined a group, cycling group. And from there, slowly, I got to know about BRMs, what is about century rides, and a lot of other events which happen. That's
yeah,
how I got into BRMs. And since I enjoy doing long distance cycling, and I also intend to do racing in the future. So that's why I make
yeah,
content around it. So my goal is
yeah.
whatever journey I'm going through in my cycling, I'm just recording it, sharing my learnings and
Yeah.
documenting it.
Yes, 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 yes. I've seen your vlogs. मतलब उसमें सारी डिटेल्स आपने बताया कि what to eat and मतलब आपने क्या खाया. And I
Yeah.
saw your Mahabaleshwar one कि आप रास्ता भटक गए, तो that was also you mentioned as it as a mistake not to do like
Yes,
small
yes,
things,
yes.
like just stopping at I think you stopped at restaurant and कुछ ज्यादा टाइम लग गया था आपको. So you're mentioning the small things and एक बाकी लोग include नहीं करते अपने vlogs में.
The aim of doing this BRMs for me is to do it in the minimum possible time. So that's why I
Yeah,
try to record this कि मैं कहाँ रुका, कहाँ नहीं, ताकि
yeah.
next time when I do, I can reduce the timing. So yeah, that's
Yes,
why
yes,
I try to mention these details.
yes. So let's get to our main thing of how beginners can start into cycling. So, सबसे पहले let's start with cycle only. How to choose a perfect cycle for yourself.
So it depends on your budget. You can get 15,000 rupees cycle, even 7,000 rupees, or even 25, 50,000 rupees का भी cycle आता है. But for a beginner, I would suggest to get the 10,000 rupees wala cycle is also good enough. Decathlon में जो आता है with normal 7 gears. Because the thing is, you can get even 25,000, 30,000 ka cycle. But most of the times what ends up happening is you don't use it and it rust होता है.
Yes, yes.
Building के नीचे
Yeah,
वो पड़ा रहता है. So if you
yeah,
get a cheap cycle, you can just experiment and use it rough and tough. So
yeah,
that's what I would recommend. And if you're a beginner, then go for a cycle which has little bit, which is light in weight, which is lightweight, which has steel body, because in low budget you will
yeah.
get steel body only, and which doesn't have any suspension. Because suspension, I feel it's good if you have good budget, then it's good to invest in suspension. or else get a simple bike which you can use and you can test yourself whether are you really liking this cycling, or you will just or else you will invest 50,000 or 20,000 and you will not end up. So invest small, invest in accessories, and then slowly start investing in better equipment. If you're really liking the sport and if you
Yeah.
think you're really consistent. I have seen people who are doing 7,000, 8,000 rupees का decathlon का जो my bike है, single speed, without any gear.
Yes, yes,
People have
yes,
done
yes, yes.
600 kilometers on that cycle. So it's not like
Yeah.
you can't do, it's just that
Yeah.
you have to be consistent. So start
Yes,
with a
yes.
basic cycle and then the
Yeah,
sky
that
is the limit. 10
yeah,
lakh
that
का भी
between
cycle है.
one, yeah, between wala, I have special memories with that. So we used to stay in Devlali in Nasik. So Devlali से लेके other side of the city, I used to do on the single speed cycle. मतलब पूरा
हाँ,
आर्मी एरिया से फॉरेस्ट से like I was just it's very fast मतलब इतना मतलब you don't expect a non gear cycle to perform that much but वो long
yeah.
distance के लिए आराम से चलता है.
उसका नया वर्जन आया है, रॉक राइडर ST 120 शायद है
Yes,
उसका.
yes, 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 yes,
एट
yes.
थाउजेंड का कुछ है. दैट इज
Yeah,
मोर लाइट वेट देन दिस माई बाइक.
yeah, yeah.
दैट आई वुड रिकमेंड टू गेट.
Yes. So you're recommending this between wala and if this rock rider आता है एक black.
हाँ, आई
I
थिंक उसका
had this
रॉक
black.
राइडर ही नाम.
Yeah, there is a black version of with gear. Front पे नहीं होता, back में होते हैं gears.
हाँ, वही वही, यस.
Yeah, yeah.
7
Okay.
गियर्स आई थिंक सो, 7 और 6
Yeah,
गियर्स.
yeah. So that's like perfect for beginners.
यस.
Great. Yeah,
रफ एंड
great.
टफ, लो
So
मेंटेनेंस.
you're talking about accessories. So for me, like when I bought my first, okay, this new अभी जो चला रहा हूँ, उसके साथ मतलब दुकान वाले ने काफी चीजें चिपका दी, like mud guard and all. Like it's not that good quality. मैंने वो notice किया है कि मतलब
या,
it's workable for normal use, day to day use, it's workable. But after a time you feel that कि ये थोड़ा cheap quality का है. So this is my question. Accessories आपको साइकिल के साथ खरीदनी चाहिए या फिर कि अलग से खरीदनी है and which places to buy and what to buy?
easy. If you are the starting first time into cycling, I would recommend just get these things which I am telling: helmet,
Okay.
bottle का mount, and a water
Okay.
bottle. And maybe if your lights you can get max to max, front and back light.
Okay.
Other than this, you don't need anything else if you're just starting out. But how? If you're thinking you're getting consistent, then you can invest in shorts. The- When I'm talking about consistent means you're doing 100 kilometers, 60 kilometers, these kind of rides, distances. Then you can
Yeah.
invest in cycling shorts, cycling jerseys, then goggles आते हैं, cycling sunglasses. These all will
Yeah.
be really helpful when you're riding in the heat and you're riding for long hours. But if you're just doing leisure cycling just for fitness, a helmet, water bottle, उसका water bottle का holder, and maybe cycling lights. Bas, that's it
Okay.
to
Okay.
start
So
with.
you so this thing you buy it from some store या फिर online मंगवाना कि what?
You can get it from the store itself, from where you're buying the cycle.
Okay.
And yeah,
Because I bought it through the same shop जिसने दिया but like उसके lights वगैरह it is working still now. But
अच्छा.
quality wise, I don't know कि it's price के हिसाब से I've checked on Decathlon. So Decathlon quality is better and ये इन्होंने जो
Definitely.
दिया वो थोड़ा खराब था.
Even I would recommend. When I started cycling, I bought lights from the store. Then that got wasted. I bought from Amazon. वो भी उसका mount भी टूट गया. But when Decathlon का lights I have bought, they are good.
Yeah,
Till
yeah,
now, the this is the light. This is the first light which I bought from a store.
yeah.
And this is the Decathlon का light. आज ही मुझे साफ सफाई दिवाली का करते हुए मिला. ये आज भी चल रहा है और ये खराब हो
Yeah,
गया. तो
yes,
हाँ, Decathlon का is good. You can, if you want to get good accessories, Decathlon का एक helmet, उसका water bottle mount and lights. I'll tell you one story about water bottle mount. मैंने ऐसा normal shop से साइकिल का mount लिया था. And I was coming from Pune और उसमें से रम्बलर्स है रोड पे. तो वहाँ पे मेरा
yes,
बॉटल
yes, yes,
निकल के रास्ते के बीच में आ गया. एंड
yes,
सेम
yes,
Decathlon का mount था. It sticks. It doesn't come out.
yes,
So
yes,
that
yes.
also quality
Yeah,
matters. थोड़ा सा
yeah,
expensive होगा maybe, but
yeah.
it's good in the long run.
Yeah, this has happened with me also. I was also riding और ऐसा स्पीड ब्रेकर आया कि बॉटल कहीं और एंड इट्स डेंजरस फॉर
Yeah,
अदर राइडर ऑल्सो मतलब कोई बाइक वाइक
correct.
उसके ऊपर से गया तो वो गिर भी सकता है, फिर कुछ भी हो सकता है उनको।
वही ना।
Yeah,
यस।
yeah. So we talked about bike. Bike we need to buy it under like basic budget 10,000 तक, and accessories maybe we can spend few thousand, and उससे ज़्यादा it's not worth it if you're not riding long.
हाँ, नॉट विथ इट।
Yeah. So let's say we have bought this bike and accessories, and अभी daily routine की बात करते हैं हम लोग. So daily so how to do this daily practice कैसे होनी चाहिए?
So see, if you're a beginner, start small. People get look at other people and they think कि मैं भी आज 50 किलोमीटर जाऊंगा इतना दूर. You can go,
Yeah.
but the next day, next 7 days, you will not go anywhere. So I would
Yes.
always tell people to start small, just 5 kilometers, and that too on a flat road. So find a
Okay.
maybe
Yeah.
a section in your locality which is doesn't have that much traffic and which is comparatively flat. Just फिक्स कि आज एक हफ्ता में यहाँ पे सिर्फ एक दो राउंड मारूंगा और कंसिस्टेंसी इज इम्पोर्टेंट. So start small, 5 kilometers for first week every day. Next week, start with 8 kilometers. Slowly go on the highway like that. And I would recommend to join groups because then it is much more safer also instead of going solo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
I
And
was
preferably ride
so
in the
you
morning.
yeah, and आप अब बात कर रहे थे कि हाईवे पे, so I had this fear of मतलब राइडिंग इन, आई थिंक मैंने पहला मैसेज आपको वही करा था अबाउट हाउ टू
हाँ,
राइड सेफली इन द सिटी, क्योंकि यहाँ पे
correct.
बाइक भी कैसे कैसे कहीं से भी घुसाते हैं, एंड लाइक
Yeah,
कार्स आर आल्सो देयर, एंड बिग बिग जो टैंकर एंड ऑल लाइक बड़े व्हीकल्स भी होते हैं, सो हाउ टू राइड सेफली ऑन द रोड जो अर्बन रोड्स
I
है.
I think you have to be confident. You should be very predictable. If you're
Yeah.
taking going to take left, बी वेरी श्योर एंड टू द पीछे वाला जो अपना ड्राइवर है कार का, ही शुड नो कि हाँ दिस गाय इज गोइंग टू टेक लेफ्ट मीन्स लेफ्ट एंड राइड ऑन द एक्सट्रीम लेफ्ट ऑफ द रोड विद द सिंपल थिंग्स लाइक use good lights, reflective vest if you're in the night time. That way you should be visible.
Yeah.
And when you're taking a flyover, if you're not confident, then don't take the flyover, go from below.
Yes, yes, yes,
Because if you're
yes.
taking a flyover, then you have to first of all take up good speed because cars are coming very fast from behind.
Yes,
Take
yes,
a good
yes,
speed
yes.
and see that there is empty space. Simple things like, oh,
And also like uphill जाने में काफी दिक्कत होता है. There are some flyovers in Pune here. Like going
yeah,
uphill is very tough. So if you're
Pune ke
not ready for
flyovers are
that,
very,
that's like
yes, yes, they are very long. I have come to Pune. खत्म ही नहीं होता. It's just non-stop climb. चांदनी चौक का
yes, yes.
climb है. बावधान का भी I think so. Very
Yeah,
long climbs. So for climbs, it's all about practice. You have to use the gears properly. I have seen a lot of people, they just grind on the climbs. They don't use
yeah.
the full gears that they have. It's like wasting energy. If you have the gears, then shift to the lowest gear, ride aram se. Your cadence of the pedal should be good enough. You should maintain 75 to 80 ka cadence. Then you won't get tired also,
Okay,
aram se you can climb. And the more
okay.
you ride on climbs, the better you will get. And Pune has a lot of climbs also.
Yeah,
मुंबई में इतना नहीं है वैसे, सिर्फ एक ही है
yeah,
येऊर हिल्स है. पर नहीं तो
yeah.
बोरघाट जाना पड़ता है लोनावला या
Yes,
फिर
yes, yes,
माथेरान. माथेरान तो डेंजर.
yes, yes,
वेरी स्टीप.
yes, yes. Yeah, you can see his vlogs. मतलब आपके vlogs में देखने को मिलता है.
हाँ,
I've not been there, but I will try some one day उतना ऊपर
हाँ,
जाने
कम
का.
टू माथेरान once. कम
Yeah.
टू माथेरान, you will enjoy.
You're talking about cadence. So ये मैंने कई लोगों से सुना है, and in Decathlon also I've seen the product cadence sensor and all, like online भी दिखता है काफी है.
हाँ,
What is this? मतलब I have no idea about that.
cadence means how many pedal rotations you are doing in 1 minute.
Okay,
So ideally you should be maintaining a cadence of 75 to 80 irrespective of the type of road. Whether you're on a flat
okay,
road, increase your gear, maintain that cadence. If you're on a climb, reduce your gear. If you maintain that cadence, then it is like you will be spending approximately the same energy throughout the ride. So this way you can ride longer. So this people do practice of cadence. And with respect to cadence sensors, हाँ आते हैं. Decathlon का मत लेना, खराब है वो. It is
yeah,
not good. Take Garmin or maybe Magine का. Cadence
yes, yes,
sensor
yes,
will
yes,
only tell you. कि अच्छा you are pedaling at 75 का cadence at this moment. But as a beginner, you don't need that. It
Yeah.
is good if you get a cadence sensor, then you have to get a cycling computer also because that will show you. You need
Yes,
a
yes.
screen na, to show what
Yeah.
cadence are you pedaling at. So then it's a additional expense. That
Yeah.
is for advanced level, but हाँ sensors आते हैं, people do use.
Yeah. Yeah, but like mind also works कि हम कितने पेडल मार रहे हैं हमें खुद पता रहता है.
हाँ, at at a comfortable cadence, what you feel कि अच्छा
Yeah.
you can talk comfortably with the person riding next to you.
Yeah.
That is what you can maintain for the whole ride that you're doing.
Yeah. 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 So my next question to you is about consistency क्योंकि ये ग्रुप में बहुत बार आता है कि I've seen जैसे आप बता रहे थे ना कि पहले दिन ही बहुत कर लिया so there have been incidences I've seen in group कि फर्स्ट डे दे 25-30 कर लिया उसके बाद दिखे
हाँ,
ही नहीं वो ग्रुप में
वही
उसके
है.
बाद वो गायब गायब हो गए.
I have some points for consistency. One is कि 1 second आप
Yes, yes, yes.
एक वो मेरा फ्रेंड है just replied.
Let me pause. Yeah, we are talking about consistency.
Yes. So I have few pointers for consistency. One is like you said, start small. Don't do 25, 30 kilometers directly on the first day. Like I've seen you have told your story, how you are consistently riding from 200 kilometers every month. So just maintain that, slowly increase. Second point, I would say, select locations on weekends where you really want to go, like some scenic location. That will be like a motivation कि हाँ, चलो आज यहाँ पे touch
Uh,
करके आएंगे.
yeah.
And yeah, basically, and join groups, cycling groups. I know your group is
Yes,
there,
yes.
but then
Yeah.
if you have some people in your group who are consistent, like
Yeah.
who are experienced cyclists, basically, not newbies, they will ride no matter what. Correct.
Yes,
Then
yes,
they will
yes, yes.
be like the leading the inspiring people in your group. कि, अच्छा, I am riding early, join anytime. So
Yeah.
that's why we need some experienced people in the group who will ride no matter who is coming or not. So then that's how people in the group will get inspired. Acha chalo, at least on weekend I'll
Yeah.
come. So
Yeah.
it's all about if you're liking the cycling actually, select locations like that, start small, yeah, and inspire each
Great.
other. Take up
Great.
challenges. Okay, I have done 200. Let me aim for 50 kilometers this weekend
Yes,
at a
yes,
scenic
yes.
location.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I have seen on Strava like काफी challenges होते रहते हैं मतलब 500
yeah,
100
correct.
200 किलोमीटर राइड डू 200 किलोमीटर 600 का भी है देयर इज 600 किलोमीटर इन अ मंथ
Yes,
का चैलेंज.
yes. Even 200 kilometers का भी है.
या.
See, there are a lot of challenges on Strava, and also recent times from lockdown onwards, a challenge called Tour Day 100 is getting quite famous. So it's a virtual challenge
ओके.
for 100 days होता है. Starts in somewhere in October or September. September में चालू होता है. So what they do is every 20 days they divide it in 1 month stage. As the stage progresses, it gets difficult, and they have a scoreboard also. Ki who is the most consistent in first 20 days. So they have their various challenges. So I participated twice in Tour de 100. It helps to build consistency because all over
या.
India, cyclists are participating. And you're ranked in your locality, in your city. What's your ranking? So it's
यस
quite good
यस यस
motivation.
यस
They give
यस.
medals also.
या.
Um,
सो टू ट्रैक प्रोग्रेस इन साइकिलिंग तो हमें क्या किलोमीटर देखने चाहिए कि लाइक आर हाउ डू वी ट्रैक प्रोग्रेस इन साइकिलिंग ओवर द लॉन्ग टर्म
and
एक्चुअली.
I would say you can consider your best if you're getting into like endurance cycling, then I'll talk about that first and then I'll talk about beginner. If you're getting into BRMs and long distance cycling, then you can see कि अच्छा 100 kilometers, my best timing is let's say 4 hours. Now, after
ओके.
1 month or after 3 months, have I improved that timing or not? Or maybe you can consider one climb in your locality, like Athras climb or Sinhagad climb. What is your best timing on that climb? That
या.
way you can track have you improved your timing or not. That is for experienced people. But for beginners, you can just see kilometers like you told. Are you increasing the mileage every week? Are you consistent? Are you reducing your weight? Or are you
Yeah,
seeing good strength in your legs? Can you ride for longer, non-stop, without taking breaks? These are small,
yeah,
small measures of seeing your progress.
yes, yes.
Can
And
you
also I
keep
feel
up at
happy.
high paces?
And also I feel happiness. मतलब कई बार होता है कि वो
हाँ,
खुशी खुशी मिलनी चाहिए कि अगर if you're very happy doing cycling consistently, so it's one sense of progress for me at least.
yeah, वो तो है
Yeah,
ही. If
yeah,
you don't
yeah.
like it, then then you won't be consistent also.
Yes, yes. So we're talking about Strava. So how, as a cyclist, how to use that? Because running, के लिए there are a lot of people using it mainly. For cycling, how to use Strava particularly?
It's a very good app. From the time I started cycling, I'm using Strava, and it is like a community of cyclists or people. And it is like Instagram for athlete, you can say. So
Okay.
whatever activity I'm doing, it is all always recorded on Strava. Although the professional cyclists sometimes they hide their activity because they don't want to other people to see their training.
Yes, yes, yes.
But on an average, people do record on Strava, and it's people give kudos. So it's a good motivating. People leave comments, ki,
Yes,
very
yes,
well
yes,
done
yes.
on this ride, good
Yeah,
speed.
yeah.
It's like a recording your activity app. And
Yes,
it
yes,
shows
yes,
you ki
yes.
this month you have ridden this much. Next month, this year you have ridden. At the end of the year, December, mein, it will give you a whole year ka report.
Yeah,
How your cycles throughout the year. How active were you? It's good.
yeah. So मतलब, we are just we have to use it as just a medium to track our progress. कि हम
हाँ,
लोग बस अपने
yes.
डेली का राइड कम्यूट हो रहा है कुछ हो रहा है. We just need to on the app and let it go.
Even apart from this, when you get a little bit experience, you can also track कि अच्छा मेरा ये साइकिल पे 4000 किलोमीटर हो गया. इसका मतलब I have to do the servicing of that. I have to change the chain of
Yeah,
that. That way also you can
yeah,
track the maintenance of your parts. So you
yeah.
know which cycle of yours has ridden how many kilometers. Is it time to change the tires, the other parts, wear and tear जो होता है. That way
Okay.
it helps.
Yeah. So let's talk about this bike maintenance actually. So you're talking कि after certain kilometers we need to do servicing.
हाँ. So on an average, it is recommended to do your service after 5-6,000 kilometers, the full service. Huh? What they do is take out each and every part of your cycle, strip it down fully, clean it, grease, and again put it back. So it feels like almost
Okay.
a new cycle. So this
Yeah.
way, it is recommended to do this service. And apart from this, also on a day-to-day basis, keep your tire pressure proper. Keep check whether your brakes are working properly. Is there rust in the brake wire, the gear inners? So the gear
Yeah.
should shift properly. They should not jump if you have gears. Yeah, and हाँ, सबसे main thing है your chain. So every week,
Yeah.
try to clean your chain fully with a
Okay.
degreaser and oil it properly. So this way your life of
Okay.
the chain will also increase. After every 4,000 kilometers, it's recommended to change your chain also. So yeah, these are simple things. And check if there is some rust coming on. Clean your cycle with a dry cloth every day. Especially during monsoon, it's recommended to take good care of your cycle. And I would
Yeah.
recommend, even though you're a beginner or you just started cycling, keep your cycle indoors, if possible, inside your home or inside your building covered, not in open. Like generally, people keep it in the open near the bikes.
Yeah.
That way, it will
Oh,
definitely get rusted, your
okay.
chain and everything. So it's recommended to keep it inside your home. I always keep it inside the home or in the lobby of the building. So it stays protected.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
or else, then what happens? I've seen a lot of stories of people who started cycling in lockdown and their cycle is rusted because they didn't keep it properly
Yeah.
in good
Yeah.
maintained condition. That
Yeah.
also demotivates one to cycle ही condition में नहीं है तो क्यों चलो? But just
Yes.
simple
Yes. Yes.
hack, keep it covered and inside your home.
And also, this is not related to maintenance actually, but there are like some छोटी छोटी skills होती है कि अगर I've noticed कि handle loose है तो there's just small 5 mm का Allen किया होता है. You
Arrange
can
की
just do
हाँ.
it certain things on your own. मतलब बार बार शॉप भागने की जरूरत नहीं है.
हाँ, you can. It's just simple things you can do.
So Allen key maybe everyone should have as a beginner also, no?
Yeah, yeah. They do give. if you're buying a new cycle from the shop, you can ask for the Allen key. It comes with the
Okay.
cycle. But if not, you can get a multi-tool. Multi-tool is like a small kit of all the major tools. उसमें Allen key होता है, then उसमें chain tool होता है, then spoke tight करने के लिए there is a tool.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
a combined multi-tool kit. So small maintenance के लिए can keep it handy with. That is also an accessory you
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
invest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not
And
as a
puncture.
beginner. But
Yeah. Yeah. Puncture like I go on long rides mostly. तो कई बार रिस्क होता है पंचर का कि
हाँ,
यू नो ना पुणे की
तो है।
पहाड़ियाँ लाइक अगर ऊपर
Yes,
स्टक हो गए तो
yes.
वापस पैदल ही आना पड़ेगा.
हाँ, तो पंक्चर के लिए फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई डोंट वांट टू फिक्स पंक्चर ऑन द रोड, आई ट्राई टू अवॉइड. तो इसके
Yeah.
लिए आई कीप स्पेयर ट्यूब्स विथ मी, स्पेयर ट्यूब्स.
Okay.
तो अगर पंक्चर होता है तो डायरेक्टली आई चेंज द ट्यूब. वो भी पंक्चर हो गया, देन तो पंक्चर निकालना ही पड़ेगा, कुछ ऑप्शन नहीं है. But
Yeah.
for puncture, there are few things that you should have in the kit. One is the puncture liquid, puncture patch आता है, and sandpaper to rub the
Okay.
tube. Yeah, these are
Okay.
three things you need. And a mini pump also to fill the air. So yeah, these many things you need in the puncture kit. You can keep it in your bag or in the top tube
Okay.
bag which
So
comes.
वैसे तो पंचर like there that can happen on small rides also, but still like you carry this thing only on long rides, no? कि
No, I always keep it with me.
okay, okay,
I always keep
that's
it.
good. Okay, okay. So let's go to the next part of this episode. So
Yes.
I've seen you participate in BRMs a lot, and
Yes.
so you already told about the journey how you got into this, but as a newbie, हमें कब एम करना चाहिए when to think about कि I need to participate in this event, not just BRM but the other events. साइक्लोथॉन होता है यहाँ पे पुणे में, they do night rides, लंबी लंबी नाइट
अच्छा.
राइड्स they do.
ओके. हाँ, तो ऐसा नथिंग है कि देयर इज अ टाइम फ्रेम कि हाँ यू नो यू आर रेडी फॉर बीआर. It's like
हाँ.
depends on your current fitness level. If you're decently fit enough, you can aim. If you're starting cycling today, you can aim for within 3 months. Can start with 200, and once you do 200, then 300 is like easily you can do in the
Yeah.
next 2 3 weeks. And then 400 and 600 is a little bit challenging. For that, maybe one more month you can train and aim for that also. So, but if
Okay,
you're
okay.
exactly like not fit at all, then maybe 6 months. I mean, that is very subjective on when you should participate. It
Yeah.
depends. If you're consistent, if you feel confident enough, then always participate. And 200 maybe try to pick a flat route to start with.
Yeah.
Like in Mumbai, there is Gujarat Highway. That is the flattest route for 200 kilometers. वैसे पुणे में I don't think कुछ flat होगा, सब climb.
No, 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 no. There are
नहीं है.
climbs everywhere. So
हाँ, पुणे is all climbing.
so we need to learn this uphill वाला skill because the
हाँ.
uphill जाना मुश्किल है, downhill is like pretty easy to come.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Practice is
Uh,
required.
so अभी आपका रूटीन कैसा होता है, डेली रूटीन ऑफ साइकिलिंग? how do you do as of now?
As of now, थोड़ा बंद है. But
Okay,
I'm not cycling that consistently because of uh, I had done actually hair transplant surgery. तो इसके लिए
okay,
3 4 months के लिए I was not able to cycle. But now I'm starting again. But on an average, my routine is like in a week, I try to cycle 5 to 6 times when I was
okay,
doing training for 600 kilometers. So 20 30 kilometers का normal ride on weekdays. Sometimes it is on climbing, like climb practice, loops of the same hill, and sometimes
okay,
on flat road. And on weekends, I try to do longer rides, like 70, 80 kilometers, sometimes 100. So on an average, in a week, 200 kilometers ka mileage. In a month, 800 to 1000 kilometers is what
okay, okay.
my
Yeah,
thing is. And gym also, like 2 to 3 times a week gym,
okay.
where I'm properly training. Abhi I want to get into that routine again. हाँ.
Okay, so gym is important. मतलब I've seen your story. I think story डाला था कि पोस्ट डाला था अपने Instagram पे. You're talking
हाँ.
about the strength training कि कोई meme था I think
Yes.
आपने डाला था about the
हाँ,
strength
गांधी
training.
जी का. Yes, yes. Strength training is important. I could see the difference in 600 kilometer which I did because what happens is on long rides, if you're just doing cycling training, your shoulders will start paining, your
Yeah,
triceps will start paining. Because if you're doing climbs now, your triceps, hands पे बहुत pressure आता है. And Indian roads, they're not flat. There are a lot of potholes and all.
yeah,
So your hands are
yeah,
like a suspension, especially when
yeah,
your cycle doesn't have suspension. So all the
mm,
vibrations they come, and if your hands and shoulders, your back is not strong now, you especially lower back, then it will pain in long rides. So then if that is strong,
mm,
then it's very comfortable. And your core should be strong because your core, if that is strong now, your body is very stable. And if your body is
yeah,
stable, then it doesn't feel like riding 100, 200 kilometer. It just feels very easy
yeah,
because your body is strong enough to absorb those vibrations from the road, take up that stress
yeah,
of riding 10, 12 hours in a day in the heat.
yeah,
So strength
yes,
training
yes,
definitely helps a lot,
yeah,
especially यहाँ पे neck पे, because if you're riding a road bike, if your shoulders are not strong, it will start paining here. So that's why
yes,
gym is important. Lower back will start paining. Uh-huh.
yeah. So we talked about the movement part of this diet. Mein, what's your take on that for beginner and
Eh,
अभी का आपका क्या है?
I am vegetarian, so
Okay,
it's like normal diet, like घर का खाना, and I
okay,
try to meet good amount of protein. Like I have a protein shake. I
okay,
invest, I take a protein shake. That is the one that is additional. But other than that, normal घर का खाना, rajma, lentils, dal, rajma, bhakri,
okay.
chapati, rice,
Yeah,
and a lot of dal, vegetables, yeah,
yeah,
fruits, all these things normally. And during that, try to
yeah,
have energy bars, banana, dal khichdi. Every time we shop for lunch, it's always dal khichdi without any thought.
yeah, yeah.
No roti, sabji, and all because it's good during cycling. It digests fast.
Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
dates.
Yeah, like yeah, right पे I think यहाँ पे पुणे side पे मसल पाव बहुत common है. Like it's very
No,
I feel very heavy. So
it
you
is.
prefer lighter meal क्या on rides?
Yes, yes. I have seen people having misal pav in Talegaon. There is a restaurant called Pranjal Misal.
Yeah.
They eat misal pav over there and then उल्टी हो जाता है. सबको नहीं
Okay.
होगा, but then
Uh,
it is oily at the end of the day, na? And you're eating oily
yes, yes,
food
yes.
and riding in the heat.
Yeah,
Something will happen in your body. So it's better to have simple food, rice, dal rice, or maybe normal sabji roti. Sabji roti still I would avoid. Dal rice only. It is good,
yeah,
clean, simple food, and it helps during the heat and
yeah.
long rides. Simple carbs.
So yeah, घर से बाहर निकलने से पहले you should be having the water bottle and that thing I recently learned कि eating
Yes,
something
yes.
थोड़ा
You
सा कुछ
should
खा के निकलो.
either fruits or maybe you can have oats or
Uh,
maybe anything, energy bar, something like that. Idli.
yeah. So yeah, let's talk about the mistakes. I think normal as a beginner, क्या क्या होती है mistakes in cycling specifically?
Uh, Mistakes I would say without before even starting cycling, people are so confused कि कौन सा साइकिल लेना है.
Yeah,
ये मतलब लोग मुझे हमेशा पूछते रहते हैं कौन सा साइकिल लो कौन सा साइकिल. मैं उनको ये बोलता हूँ कि मुझे नहीं पता आपको टेस्ट राइड करना पड़ेगा. आई कैन टेल यू. अब इतने सारे
yeah,
ब्रांड्स हैं इतने सारे साइकिल्स हैं तो जस्ट स्टार्ट आई वुड से एज अ बिगनर. लाइक आई
yeah,
टोल्ड डिकैथलॉन में जाओ और ले लो 10,000 का. जस्ट स्टार्ट साइकिलिंग. Another mistake I would suggest say that people don't take care of the cycle a lot. They
yeah,
just keep it like that in the building. They don't clean it, they don't maintain it. And then बाकी आगे जाके वही कंप्लेन करेंगे कि अरे साइकिल लिया था बट देन वो खराब हो गया. बट
yeah,
आप मेंटेन भी
yeah.
तो नहीं कर रहे ना. तो मेंटेन
Yes,
योर
yes, yes.
साइकिल प्रॉपर्ली. Another mistake I would say कि people set unrealistic goals like I told. They look at someone doing 100 kilometer, they attempt it, and then you know what happens. They don't
Yes,
touch
yes,
the
yes.
cycle again. So start small and grow consistently. These are some major mistakes I think people make as a beginner.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and I'll also add like group join karo. That's like another thing.
Yeah, yeah.
If there is
Group
no
motivates a
proper
lot.
And also group में भी I've seen कि not trying to copy anyone. There is a doctor, वो मेरे को बोला कि ये पुणे आलंदी का रोड है तो you can cover fully. मतलब I was little hesitant कि I can't do it अभी के लिए. I can just do half. He was telling कि
Okay.
पूरा like he comes from Pune city side and yeah, like आलंदी and देहू like वो आराम से कर लेते हैं. I don't have that much stamina to cover. So if you're trying to copy someone, maybe that's not the right strategy.
हाँ, compare with yourself only. That
Yeah,
too is maybe he is riding from a long time. That's why it's easy for him.
yeah, yeah. So अभी like what's your future plans? अभी you have done 600. So अभी आगे क्या सोचा है आपने? कि you wanna do longer rides or you wanna focus back on कुछ और?
No, yes, I want to again do 600. Improve my
Okay,
timing is one thing. And maybe next year start participating in some races also. Like long distance cycling
okay.
races होता है. India has a very famous race called Deccan Cliffhanger. It
Yeah,
happens
yeah, I've
from
seen.
Pune to Goa. You know about Deccan Cliffhanger?
Yeah, you've seen वो आपका podcast देखा था. One of the guys he did Deccan Cliffhanger.
हाँ, तो पोरो खिलाड़ी मेरा फ्रेंड ही है, यहाँ डिकैथलॉन
Yeah,
में काम करता है। तो हाँ,
yeah.
डेक्कन क्लिफहैंगर में पार्ट लेना है, 600 वापस करना है, पीआरएम्स कर रहे हैं, improve my timing, improve my fitness. I have lost my fitness little bit. I can see that. I don't know if you can see. तो तो वही है कि I want to get consistent again, do the SR series again, and maybe participate in Deccan Cliffhanger next year.
Great, great. Great. Chalo. That's really good plans. So any
Thank you
last
so
step
much.
for today's episode to end for the beginner?
Last tips, just start. I've
Uh,
seen that in your group, a lot of people are suffering with consistency का problem.
yeah,
So
yeah,
then I would say कि just don't think like कि हाँ भाई साइकिल लिया है तो चलाना ही है, ऐसा कुछ प्रेशर नहीं है.
yeah.
Just do if you like to do it. If not, ठीक है, ऐसा कुछ का जबरदस्ती नहीं है कि करना ही है.
Yes, yes,
Just
yes, yes,
try, I would say कि maybe pick up some location, go there on the weekend and see how you feel. Meet more people. Not
yes.
only in your group, but meet other cyclists also. Hear their
Yeah,
stories. They will
yeah.
definitely inspire you. कि अच्छा मैंने ये किया. And Pune cycling community is quite active as far as
Yes,
I.
yes, yes, yes,
So
yes.
they will inspire you. Just get out there and don't overthink, I would say. Just you can,
Yeah,
if people like 60, 70 age के में they can do like Pune to Goa and kind of distances, then you too definitely can do, I feel. So
yeah,
हाँ,
yeah.
people inspire each other. So meet
Yes,
other people. Just be consistent.
yes. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming, and
Thank
it
you for
was
having me.
wonderful to host you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.